Welcome to the Data Backup and Submission video. This video discusses how to use Sarah to upload collected data to the National AIM team, review data summaries and photos, and submit final data and delete it off the iPad. This information can be found in the Data Management and Sarah protocol. The buttons on the Sarah homepage that are discussed in this video are the Upload Data via Wi-Fi, View Site Summaries and View Site Photos, View Upload Status and Confirm Final Data, and Exit App. The Upload Data via Wi-Fi button is used to back up all data in Sarah to the National AIM team's online server. This ensures that a file for each site remains intact, even if the iPad is broken or lost. When data is successfully uploaded to the server, Sarah will ask if the crew would also like to upload their photos, which should be done if the iPad has a good connection. Crews should upload the data they have collected through either a Wi-Fi or data connection as often as possible, and preferably daily after every site. At a minimum, data must be uploaded via Wi-Fi after 3 sites have been sampled. If any edits are made to a site, it must be re-uploaded via Wi-Fi again. If a failure message appears, crews should try uploading the data again when they have a better connection. If they keep getting failure messages, they should contact the National AIM team. When crews return from their field trips, they should record data under the green headings for all visited sites in the trip planning and field tracking worksheet in the design management spreadsheet. This helps manage sample designs and is also a chain of custody form for electronic data submission of benthic macroinvertebrate and water quality samples. With the exception of the water quality column, these fields can all be copied and pasted from the automatically exported CSV saved to the Google Drive after uploading data via Wi-Fi. If no water quality sample was collected, make sure to put a 0 and do not leave the cell blank. Once data have been backed up to the server and the field tracking worksheet has been filled out, field crews must meet with their project leads or crew supervisors for a pre-submission data review at the end of each field trip. If schedules do not allow for a weekly meeting, project leads or supervisors can review data independently and then discuss questions with crews. This review catches common data errors and allows the crew to fix them prior to data submission. It also creates a formal process for supervisors to sign off data prior to sending to the National AIM team. Crew managers should fill out the site summary and photos reviewed column in the field tracking worksheet once this process is completed. To complete the pre-submission data review, crew managers must view summaries of the data and photos the crew took during their sampling trip. Data summaries and photos can be viewed in 2 different ways: on the iPad that was used for sampling or on a desktop computer. The View Site Summaries and View Photo buttons in the Sarah app can be used to view this information on the iPad. If crew managers do not have access to the iPad that was used during data collection, they can view the same site information available in the View Site Summaries tab on a desktop computer. They can do this by navigating to the appropriate project folder on the Aquatic AIM Google Drive and find the automatically uploaded CSV called Data Summary. Photos can be viewed on a computer using the box link provided prior to training. It is recommended that photos are viewed on a computer so that they are bigger and more easily viewed than in Sarah. Appendix A in the Data Management Protocol details what errors to check for data during review. For example, average bankful height and floodplain height should be compared to photos to ensure the accuracy of these critical concepts. If any questions or concerns arise while reviewing the data, crew managers should ask for their crew to verify or explain. This should be done at the end of each sampling trip or at the end of each week. This process is critical for ensuring data accuracy and completeness for each site that is visited by a crew. Once data have been reviewed, crews should make any final edits and then upload data via Wi-Fi again. Prior to submitting data to the National AIM team, a formal chain of custody process occurs. Crew managers should fill out the site summary and photos reviewed column in the trip planning and field tracking worksheet as a way of signing off on the quality of data. Crews then submit final data. To submit final data, they use the View Upload Status and Confirm Final Data button in the SARA main menu. The View Upload Status and Confirm Final Data screen is to make sure that all data was submitted successfully to the National AIM team, submit data, delete the data off the iPad, and notifies the National AIM team that data is ready to be reviewed. When data is ready to be deleted off the iPad, crews should ensure that all backups are uploaded to the National AIM team server. They should then check the final data box next to the sites that have been uploaded successfully and checked by their managers. A dialog box in SARA will appear asking the crews if the data is checked and backed up to the server and whether they are ready for the data to be deleted off the iPad. Once crews have checked each site they want to confirm as final, the Confirm Final Data and Delete Checked button should be used. This will display another warning ensuring that final data should be submitted and deleted from the iPad. Once sites are deleted, SARA will display a dialog box stating that sites have been uploaded and deleted. This lets the National AIM team know that the data is ready for additional processing and QA/QC. Crews should try and submit final data every 1 to 2 weeks so that their iPad continues to run smoothly. Once final data is submitted, crews can no longer edit or access the data with their iPads and will have to contact the National AIM team if they have concerns about the data they have submitted. Once the data has been submitted, crews should fill out the date in the Final Data Submitted by Crew column in the Trip Planning and Field Tracking worksheet. The National AIM team then confirms they have received the data by filling the date they have received the data. The final button on the SARA homepage is the Exit App button. If anything goes wrong during the data backup or submission process, crews may want to view exported files on the iPad to troubleshoot. The Exit App button on the main menu returns crews to a screen where all data files can be found. In addition to the SARA app file, there should be XMLs with raw data for each site and a CSV with the data summary information. Any exported photos will also appear here. If something goes wrong with the backup or submission process, crews can manually upload these files to Google Drive. To do this, find the desired file, then select the check box in the upper right-hand corner. This will enable selection of specific files. Once the file is selected, click the Upload button on the left-hand corner of the screen. Select the Google Drive icon. To navigate to the appropriate folder on the Google Drive, select My Drive. If the correct folder cannot be found, the search tool can be used. Project files are organized by year and BLM administrative unit. Within each project folder, there are a series of standardized folders. Please place the data in the appropriate folder. This concludes the video on data backup and submission. Crews should reference the Data Management and SARA protocol for more information on troubleshooting the SARA application. In particular, Section 4.8 contains a series of frequently asked questions and troubleshooting tips.